Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, we are going to be tackling the question of, can ghosts in Halo 3 run out of boost? So, as you probably know, in Halo Reach and newer Halo games, ghosts and pretty much all Covenant vehicles have a limited boost time. The Ghost in particular, including Halo 4, has a boost time of 13.33 seconds before you run out of boost and you have to wait for it to recharge, which takes about 1.5 seconds to fully recharge back to full tank. But if you remember in my ghost comparison video about which Halo game has the best ghost, in Halo 2, 3, and ODST, the ghosts, we think they have infinite boost, but according to the game files, the stats, they actually have a boost time of 300,000 seconds and a recharge time of 0.1 seconds. So technically speaking, ghosts in Halo 2 and 3 and ODST, and actually any Covenant vehicle that has boost aside from the Wraith, technically they don't have infinite boost. So theoretically, they can run out of boost. So let's put that to the test. Yes, I'm going to be boosting for 300,000 seconds straight. So to do this, I had a pretty crazy controller setup. I put several rubber bands to hold down the trigger, the left trigger on my controller, and I even taped them down with really strong adhesive tape so that they don't slip away. And I also bought a wired controller from GameStop just for this, just so the battery doesn't run out or something. So with all that set up, well, actually it isn't set up yet. At 5 minutes into the game, you can see the time in the bottom right, at exactly 5 minutes I boosted the Ghost. So once I started boosting, that's when I held down the trigger with one hand, and with the other hand I tediously put on the rubber bands and made sure they're all really tight, and then I applied the tape. So yeah, it was a pretty tough setup. So just for your reference, 300,000 seconds is equal to 83.33 hours, or 5,000 minutes to be exact, which all boils down to 3 days, 11 hours, and 20 minutes. So yes, I had to make sure the setup I have on my controller would last for 3 days, 11 hours, and 20 minutes at the very least. So yeah, and when I first did this, I actually only used one rubber band at first, and after like 24 hours, it actually snapped. So yeah, I was pretty frustrated, because that was 24 hours down the drain there. And because it snapped, I had to start all over. So the next time I put on 2 or 3 rubber bands, and then because there were so many rubber bands, they actually slid off, and then after another 24 hours I had to start again. Oh man, it was pretty frustrating. But anyways, as we go on here, obviously I'm not gonna let this video go on for 3 days straight, so I'm gonna be showing you guys snippets of it. So we passed 1,000 minutes earlier there, and now we're at 5,000 minutes. So because this takes 5,000 minutes, it should stop at 5,005 minutes. And as you can see there, we just passed the 5,005 minute mark, and it did not stop. So what's going on here? Did we get something wrong? Did my controller break again? Actually, it took 1 week to get this down, actually, because the rubber band, the thing fell apart so many times. I had to do different setups. But anyways, this time it did not fail. So the reason why it did not stop after 300,000 seconds, like the game file said it's supposed to, is because time actually moves slower in Halo 3. So here, this is 5,238 minutes. There, right there. You see that? It just stopped for 1/10 of a second. So let's play that in slow motion. So here we go. It basically took an extra 238 minutes. See, right there, right there. This is in super slow motion, because 1/10 of a second will flash by really, really quick. Yeah, I know. I spent a week doing this just so we could see the Ghost stop boosting for 1/10 of a second after 300,000 seconds in-game. So yeah, weirdly enough, time actually moves very slightly slower in Halo 3, and possibly other Halo games as well. So the expected time to finish was 300,000 seconds in the real world, but the actual time it took was 314,037 seconds. So an extra 14,037 seconds basically. So the time dilation ratio there is basically time in Halo 3, as far as the ghost time goes, it's 96% slower than real world time. So basically 1 second in real world is 0.96 seconds in Halo 3. So, you know, in gameplay, you would not notice the difference in time. It's basically imperceptible. You know, in gameplay, you really don't boost the ghost for extended lengths of time. Usually you boost it really quick to get around a corner, and then you stop boosting to maneuver and stuff. Or even during the Warthog run of Halo 3, if you do the ghost Easter egg, where you do the Warthog with the ghost, you know, you probably boost for like 10 to 15 seconds at the most, before you have to like slow down and make a turn or something like that. So it's, you know, you're not going to notice the time difference even if you measure it, because after like 10 seconds in real world, only 0.4 seconds will have passed, or you'll have only lost 0.4 seconds in a game. Such a tiny difference is only noticeable after like hours and hours, actually after days. And after days it becomes, you know, hours of time lost. So yeah, it's time dilation there, relativity in a sense. But anyways, so I decided to finish the game anyways, just so I can set a world record of being in the campaign mission for 5,281 minutes and 46 seconds. That is definitely a world record there. So I don't think anyone has broken that yet. But yeah, so in addition to proving that ghosts do not have infinite boost and that they can run out boost in Halo 3 and by extension Halo 2 and ODST, I've also set a new world record. So hooray! But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video and found this to be interesting, make sure to leave a like as always. Leave your thoughts and comments. Anything else you want me to check out, just let me know. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.